So in today's episode, I'll be teaching you on how to produce liquid soap. Liquid soap is a product needed in every home for your dishwashing, for your laundering, etc. So I welcome you into the production properly. Let's get right into it. The first chemical on our list will be our soda ash. This is our soda ash. And we'll be mixing it into a separate bowl. Is in powder form. All this powder of the pen will be diluting it in bowl before. So before I get started, I'll be changing this into liquid form. So I'll just be using 2 liters of water to dilute my soda ash. Then we'll get our turning stick to stir it properly and keep this ash. This will be diluting into water before starting our production. Will be our SLS. This is our SLS. I've told you the full meaning in the other videos. This is our SLS. So in case you know the full meaning of SLS, I'll be well if you will tell me on my comment section. Tell me the full meaning of SLS in my comment section, and I will be rest assured I will have a gift for you. The first person to comment on my section to tell me the full meaning of SLS, I will have a gift for you. So go to my comment section and tell me the full meaning right now. Right now, after this production, I have one gift to give to you if you get it properly. So we stir it and then we leave it aside. We stir it a little bit. We dilute this in water because I want my soap to be so unique. I don't have look. So if this is done with, we've soaked our soda ash in 2 liters of water. Then we have our little wrap of XLS soaked in water as well. Then we have what we call nitrosol. Nitrosol is a cleaning agent, also a tickling agent in the liquid soap production. It is a necessity, very necessary. Without this, your soap will not go well. So we are tearing this aside. Then this is our main production. The water here is 8 liters, and we are to produce 10 liters of liquid wash. We have 8 liters here already. We have 2 liters, 8, 9, 10, right? Then just a little water will be added. Soap production, we don't really determine the water because at time while mixing, we have to add water. So you can't really predict, but please make sure your water is not too much. So we add it gently and stir it properly. Lumps, you stir it properly. So this could be done for about 15 to 20 minutes. If the essence of stirring it here this time is to give your soap a glittering look. The next chemical on our list will be our Tezapone. So many times I normally dilute my Tezapone in a separate bowl with sulfonic because the Tezapone sometimes doesn't dissolve in time. But don't bother. So long your nitrosol is well dissolved like this, if the Tezapone has a little lump, it will surely melt. It will surely melt back. So let's add and stir properly. If there are lumps there, don't bother yourself about it. It will melt. So long as Tezapone lumps. The essence with the next chemical, which is sulfonic. We add our sulfonic directly and stir as well. As you're adding, you're stirring. All right. So we've added 3 chemicals here already. Let me know at the comment section which is the first we added, the second, and the third. Please comment right now. I'm waiting for you. I'm reading your text right here. The next chemical on our list will be our SLS. So let's add our SLS into the production. You see it. SLS boosts your soap foaming agent. It's a foaming agent as well, and it gives it this unique look. It makes it shine. It gives it this shiny, pretty look. So that is the work of SLS. It boosts the power to make it foam properly. It's a foaming agent, powerful foaming agent for that matter. And as well, it stands as beautification. Beautification. It makes your soap beautiful. So we've added it properly. We will still be rinsing this into it later. But let's continue to stir. Let's stir our soap now. Stir it properly. Use your both ends to stir it well so that your soap will look gorgeous, beautiful, unique. And I love this. So let's go to the next chemical. Remember we soaked our soda ash in water. Let's look if it is properly dissolved. Wow. So you see the essence of soaking your powder chemicals before starting up with your production is so that you won't waste time in producing. You see all the particles are properly dissolved. Then we add it into the main production. We are adding what? Our soda ash into the main production. So add and stir. Add it and stir. Add it and stir. Add it and stir. Soda ash could be at times evaporate. See the way the product came out to be. The product begins to swell up. So I will advise you to have a bigger bowl for this. Have bigger bowl for this. So for the case of this production, I don't want it throwing off in my studio. So I'll be leaving this aside and turning it later. So you get a bigger bowl when doing this production. So I don't want the thing to evaporate. I will leave the other one there. And after, the next chemical on our list will be our industrial salt. I hope to have soaked this before now, but well, I forgot. So we're getting our water. Yeah. Our industrial salt. In case you didn't see the industrial salt in your area, in the chemical store you patronize, my economize things. Manager of economizing is me. So I use my cooking salt in place of industrial salt. Industrial salt, you didn't see it? Use your cooking salt. Don't stress yourself. Use your cooking salt to do your production. Immediately I added this, the product becomes so thick. The product became so thicker, very thick. It thickens your production. It acts as preservative and as well is a foaming agent. Your industrial salt acts as a thickening agent, a foaming agent, and as well a preservative. So if you produce this and sell, nobody will complain. Nobody dares to complain because your products will be standout. If you hear stand out, this is a standout product. Your liquid soap will be so unique and it will be ever wanted in your market. Hey, Madam Soap, do you have soap? Your soap is unique. Your soap is standard. If you produce it like this, my dear, that is the goal you will be having from people. So the next chemical on our list will be our caustic soda. Caustic soda is not a must to add. It's optional. So for my production here, I will not be adding it. I will keep it aside because I don't need it. I've added my salt already and it has done all the job for me already. I use this soap to do my washing of. I will leave that aside. So the next chemical on our list will be our color. Please dilute your color in water before turning it into your main production, because at times there are dirty inside. And as well, you can control the quantity you use if pour in water before adding. If you pour it directly, at times it will turn to, the color may be too much and you won't like it. So dilute in water, then you pour it gradually into the main production. You pour it gradually into your production.